what you call all type of examples for simple harmonic motion and corresponding some expression. So whatever we discuss in the lecture during the class time, that only you study nicely. And some chapters, no problems I have written, that means you don't have to learn the problem. But other chapters, I think I gave you only few problems. I'll be sending in the WhatsApp the remaining problems, selected problems, and that you will study from volume 2 also. Volume 1 we completed, now volume 2. Okay, so that's what. So we are coming to the last point. So we have already learned type of vibration. Anyone remember type of oscillation and type of uh, oscillation what we have discussed? Anyone remember that? No, no one remembers. Okay. There are 3 types of oscillation I taught you. Which are they? Sania, do you remember?
Simple harmonic.
Okay, simple harmonic. Naureen, another one? Another one?
Forced oscillation.
Okay. Okay, then another one, who will say? Rijas, third one? Forced damped oscillation. Okay, damped oscillation. Now, these are the main types of oscillation. Now, apart from this, with some peculiar condition, you have another 2 more oscillations, that is free oscillations and resonant oscillation. So these are the main. So if you learn both of them, you think some similarities between this 3. But free oscillations and resonant oscillation, these are some oscillations based on a peculiar feature. That peculiar feature is the natural frequency of a vibrating body. So I told you every vibrating body has its own natural frequency. That means our body, the blood circulation, it has its own frequency. You know the pulse rate. Pulse rate have a particular frequency. For us, 1 minute, a normal person's ECG, if you check it, it is 72 pulses. 72 pulses in 1 minute. And if person is less than that pulses in 1 minute, you will say that that person has low BP. A person who has high pulse rate, that's we got more than 72, around 190 and or something. That person may have high BP, we say. Correct? So, this is also, so our pulse rate, the pulse rate of heartbeat, our heartbeat pulses are 72 waves in 1 minute, or 72 oscillation. That is our natural frequency. Similarly, our breathing and breathe out. So that is also, we can say it's an oscillation, breathing in and breathing out. That is also 15 times for a normal person in 1 minute. The breathing, you are breathing and breathe out in 1 minute, you breathe out 15 times as a normal person. And the person who has less than that may have some asthma problem. The person who has more, he is having it's a problem of he is not a normal, that's high BP or something like that. Okay, so everything has its own natural frequency. Okay, so similarly, you take the solid, you take air, you take liquid. All this material has its own natural frequency. And any material, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, okay, I'm back. There was some. Okay, children. So what did I tell you? What did I tell you? So every material has its own natural frequency. So who is having, if any material, if it is oscillate with the same frequency, their same natural frequency. For example, a swing, just imagine, swing has a natural frequency around, we can say 10 swings in 1 second. Just imagine 10 swings in 1 second. If a swing continuously oscillate with that same frequency, then we can call it as a free oscillation. So any material which oscillate with its own natural frequency. That means construction building is there, room is there, bridge, everything has its own vibrations. So it will oscillate with the same natural frequency. We can say it is a free oscillation. Okay, so you can write down. Next line, free oscillations. Free oscillation on the basis of frequency, natural frequency, on the basis of natural frequency of a material, oscillations can be divided into two. One is free oscillations. Second one, resonant oscillation. Resonant oscillations. So first, free oscillations. The oscillation at which a body oscillates or vibrates. Oscillates or vibrates. With its natural frequency. Then it is called free oscillations. Okay. Now, we are moving on to now resonant frequency or resonant oscillations. So resonant oscillations, actually it is the oscillation which take place on the basis of a phenomenon resonance. So resonant oscillations, it happens only due to one phenomenon which is known as resonance. So I am explaining what is resonance. A system is forced to oscillate at its natural frequency. Then what happened? The amplitude of the motion will increase and we say that the system is in resonance. What do you mean by it? For example, just like a glass, correct? Glass has its own natural frequency. You just click on that glass. Glass is not shattered. It is just oscillate. One touch, it just strikes it. That means it is not yet reached the natural frequency of that glass. So if you just give one slight tick on it, maybe that has little bit turned, but it come back to original position. So in that situation, we can say, I have not oscillated that in natural frequency. Now I have increased little more force. Then gradually a glass has fell down and it shattered. Okay. So I can tell you how it shattered. When I give you more force, how much impact of the force, how much force I am giving, that is becomes equal to the natural frequency of that glass. When I give an applied force, it becomes equal to the natural frequency of the force. Then the glass fell down and it shattered. So this is resonance. That means if you give an applied force in order to oscillate something, the strength of that applied force, becomes equal to the natural frequency. Then we can call it is obtained at resonance, or it is having resonant frequency. And you may be wondering, ma'am, what's the use of in life? In our daily life, there's so many disastrous effect is happening. One is earthquake. Okay. Earthquake. You see suddenly one earthquake taking place. Some building collapsed, some building did not collapse. So why earthquake taking place everywhere, but in that particular place, some building collapsed, another building did not collapse. So there is the problem. So earthquake is an external waves. We have learned in 8th standard, the waves created by the vibration created by the earth during earthquake time. That is, we call it seismic waves. Do you remember 8th standard, you have learned some natural phenomena. In that, there's a word is known as seismic waves. So seismic waves is actually the earth vibrations when an earthquake taking place. And in that time, what happens? Some building collapse because the intensity of the seismic waves becomes equal to the natural frequency of that building. Okay. The intensity of the seismic waves becomes equal to the natural frequency of that building. Then what happened? The building starts shaking with the more amplitude. It started shaking with the more amplitude, and as a result, it collapsed. Similarly, a bridge collapsed. During a heavy traffic time, a bridge collapsed. Why? You know that in a day, a bridge, how many vehicles and how many kg is passing on that bridge? Just like a Palarivattam bridge, no? It collapsed within 2 years. Okay. So what must have happened? Within 2 years, whatever the traffic, whatever the vehicles went through Palarivattam bridge, they contributed the external force for that bridge to shake, or it become to the natural frequency. So slowly within 2 years, Palarivattam bridge, we can see the cracks on it. And as we daily go by, you know the Ernakulam city, how many people are moving in every second or fraction of second from Ernakulam. So that's why Palarivattam bridge happened. That is because of the corruption. That bridge supposed to remain for 25 years, but because of the corruption, 25 minus 5, only 2 years. That's what happened. Okay. So there is physics for everything. Whatever happened, there is physics. Clear? So that's what happening, the resonant vibration. So resonant vibration means the applied force on a body becomes equal to the natural frequency. Don't write, I'll give you the correct one. Just try to understand. Natural frequency of that vibrating body. Then it become at resonance. And then that time, it is known as resonance. So you can see a wine glass over there. So all objects have a natural frequency. The wine glass also will have a natural frequency. Once it resonates, once it become at the maximum resonance, when you give an external force, amplitude increases, the glass will shatter. So that is resonance. Okay. So whatever applied force you give, that is known as driven frequency, and it becomes equal. So this is the picture of one of the place, Loma Prieta earthquake. It is the 17th October 1989. It's the highest Richter scale. Loma Prieta earthquake, which taking place magnitude of 7.0. So this is a street. You can see on left side before earthquake, how is that street? Okay, and after collapsing, after it is undergoing resonance, you can see, look at the effect of that seismic waves. Look at that street. So this is the effect of resonance. So this is how majority of the buildings are getting collapsed. So entire region, now it is the situation of that region. It has happened 1989. That entire region became shattered into pieces. So that is the highest earthquake take place, 7 Richter scale. That's the highest one we can say. So you can see how many acres of buildings have collapsed. Now, what is positive note of it? That is the negative effect of resonance. That is negative effect of resonance, and positive effect of the resonance is tuning radio, tuning cable TV for a particular channel, tuning your mobile or whatever it may be. So this is the positive effect of resonance. So you are able to hear a particular channel clearly, either Kerala Vision or Airtel or Sky, whatever it is. You will able to see a channel clearly with more clarity and maximum efficiency. You have highly defined TVs nowadays, highly defined channel, highly defined HD. They will call the name HD. What is this HD? It is giving you more clarity. So when you tune the cable TV or radio, according to the natural frequency of the signal, you will get that channel more clearly. Okay, I repeat once again. When are you able to see a channel or cable TV network more clearly? The signal is coming far away from the broadcasting station, especially cable TV. It is a satellite communication. From the satellites, it is coming as a digital signals. And in our TV, the digital signals will be converted into electrical signal. So when you tune the cable TV or tune the radio, actually what are you doing? You are equalizing the natural frequency of the tuner with the digital signal. So once this both become equal, you will get the clarity picture. Otherwise, you see there's a lot of disturbance. Sometimes some sound will come. Sometimes the picture may not clear. Sometimes audio will be late. Video will be first. Audio will be late. And sometimes in radio, you can see that sound, some kind of sound, no, which is irritating. So all this, the positive effect of natural frequency. And this is the this is the basic of, you know, the hanging bridges. We have a hanging bridges. If you go to India, Trivandrum, we have hanging bridge. Tourist spots, we have a hanging bridge. Can you walk straight on that hanging bridge? How do you walk? Are you go left and right, march on the hanging bridge, or you slowly keep one step, second step, third step? How do you move in that hanging bridge? Have you gone there? Some hanging bridge. At least you must have experienced now hanging bridge. You cannot walk fast, you cannot run fast through the hanging bridge, correct? Because it started vibrating. So usually what you do? You will hold it, keep one step and move to it. If you increase your speed, what will happen? Your vibration, your frequency of walking become equal to the natural frequency of the hanging bridge, and hanging bridge started oscillating, and you will get scared and you think that you may fall down. So that is the resonance. Okay, so resonance means once this applied frequency and natural frequency both become equal, it vibrates with maximum amplitude and it started shaking. The negative effect means it can collapse any building or anything. It can shatter anything. Positive effect means tuning the programs or tuning the heartbeat or whatever it is in medical field. When you do the heart surgery, the doctors will see to that during that surgery, your heartbeat should be normal. It should not go oscillating. So all this physics is there, the particular situation. Otherwise, during the surgery time, by the surgery over, the person also will over. That's the condition sometimes. So, okay. So you see, those are intended to do. Biology student, those are going for NEET. Whenever you carry your surgical blade, think about resonance. Okay. See that your heartbeat, you should not become the cause of ending the heartbeat of the patient on you. Clear? Okay. So shall we come back to a thing? So you can write what you mean by resonance and resonant frequency. So even tsunami happens, this is same thing happens. And you see sometimes train moves the doors near the houses. Suppose the houses are near the railway track, they make noises. Pada, pada, pada. Have you seen that? So all this part of this resonance. Okay. So write down. So first we will write what is resonance. Then you come to the resonant oscillation. So resonance tell. Resonance is the phenomenon. Resonance is the phenomenon. Resonance is the phenomenon. Resonance is the phenomenon when an applied force, when an applied force has a frequency, when an applied force has a frequency equal to the natural frequency of the body, equal to the natural frequency of a body, it will vibrate with maximum amplitude. It will vibrate with maximum amplitude. So resonance is the phenomenon at which when an applied force has a frequency equal to the natural frequency of the body, it will vibrate with maximum amplitude. Okay, that means at a resonance, forced frequency or driving frequency, we can call it another word, forced frequency or driving frequency equal to the natural frequency. Next line. At resonance, if the body is vibrating with, natural frequency, we can say it attain resonance frequency. We can say it attain resonant frequency. If a body is vibrating with a natural frequency under applied force, then we can say that is known as resonant frequency. Okay? So this is the graph of resonant frequency. Maximum you can see the sharpness. So that is the graph. So this is the graph of a signal. So at resonance, the peak, the amplitude will be maximum. That is why the graph is given a sharp peak. It has given a sharp peak. So if you roughly, you just draw this one and indicate A, B, C. This is no need, okay? This is no need. This is no need. Just mark, draw a graph like that, and then you mark, and B. B, you write it down there, resonant frequency. That is representation of the resonance. This is regarding spring, how it attains the resonant frequency. Okay? Okay, children, so I am going to wind up the session now. So we completed this chapter oscillations. So till I meet, go on studying physics. Don't close the book shut. If you are getting 1 week free, study. Okay, every day one portion you study. Today I have sent the notes. We go through it. Okay, thank you.